can't really say no to this hand, can I? Duress, Dark Ritual in our opening hand. I think we just go for the Duress first. So Duress is gonna get rid of a kill spell. So the Somber Wall Sage lasts a bit longer. Okay, they've got no kill spells, so get rid of the Sharp Typhoon. Yeah, we should be fine then. Soulscar Mage, no removal in hand. What's the best idea here? So go for Dark Ritual. See, this only adds 3 mana of any one colour though, which is a bit dodgy. So 4. So if we play that, we still have 3 open for the Somber Wall. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so if Somber Wall Sage survives, we can. I think we can actually go for Atraxa. But maybe not. We'll see. Do they have a damage spell? Yeah, we've got Atraxa on turn 3. Okay, this is utterly broken. Hi guys, welcome to another new video. Today we're looking at a deck list that was sent in by one of my patrons, AT Strategist, and this is a deck that I have done a couple of times before, but he wanted to see the most evil version of it possible, and the list that he has sent me is pretty goddamn evil, and that's mainly because we're using Paradox Engine, and this is an absolutely loopy card. It's going to go through so many loops and untap everything you do. So the deck list is missing a few cards because I don't have Eerie Interlude, Teferi's Protection, Primeval Titan, and Last March of the Ents. But I think this is actually going to be a really easy fix today because there's only 35 lands in the deck, and if you know the channel, I like 40. 40 is a really good number. So instead of going through what I would normally replace the cards with, I'm going to do a literal swap out because 35 I think is just way too low for a 7-mana card. I'm going to pop these cards out. And we're going to quickly take a look at any rare lands that we have in these colours. And I'll just put the filter on Mythic rares that we own lands, and I normally just want to see if we've got any duels that we can put in. So we have, surprisingly, Concealed Courtyard's not in here, Dark Slick Shores, Seachrome Coast, and we have the, where is it, my eyes are going, Boss-Eyed Blooming Marsh. These are all the fast lands, so I think that'll do for now. That takes our count up to 39. And we'll give this deck a few games to see how it goes. So the main thing AT Strategist wanted to see is they wanted to see how many players we can make concede. So this is absolutely evil. This is pure evil, and it's not normally what I like to do, but I like to please the patrons and please the fans. So here we go. Let's get into some games and see if there's anything we can do after a few games to maybe even improve the deck and make it more evil than it already is. All right, I think we'll keep this hand, gone through a few mulligans. Not going to lie, I've actually been through a few games already, and because we don't have 40 lands in the deck, the algorithm's an absolute bastard, and it just doesn't want to give us 3 or 4 starting lands in an opening hand. And I know it sounds crazy, but the difference between 39 and 40 lands is massive in this game. That's why you'll always hear me piping on about having multiple, well, not multiple, but to have 40 lands in the deck, otherwise you're just not going to have any luck. But we'll see how we get on here. But yeah, as I said, after a few games, I'm just going to edit and see what we can do. I see the deck's intention, and I can see what we're trying to go for, but I just find that there's a few things that aren't resonating from the few test games I've had so far, but we'll just have to see. So if we go for Elishnorn here, that's fine. We'll do just Grim 2 to 4, some ramp. I think we want to get some more ramp. Elishnorn is okay at the minute, but I want to just ensure we can keep playing things. And what do we have? I guess Cultivate is fine. Play that. Get a blue source or 2. Blue and green, I think, will be good. And that way we can ensure we can keep playing most of our cards, even though Rhystic Study is going to be absolutely sick against Sithis. 4, 5, 6, 7. So if all goes well, we can actually go for Atraxa in the following turn. Man, if we had Rhystic Study out, we'd be drawing so many. But we're going to draw loads with Atraxa anyway, so I think Shieldred would be really great against this matchup, actually. Flippin' hell, drawing 2 cards off that. The Sithis is a really quick deck, and it's one of the few decks that can actually challenge Atraxa really well. Oh, this can actually blow up all creatures. If X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures. Let's go for Atraxa first, and maybe we can do that next turn. Yeah, this is an absolutely crazy card. Choose up to 6. Man, the way this looks is crazy. Verdant Rejuvenation, Land, Siege, Instant. Is that the instant we want? I guess. Lantern, Oracle. There we go. And we'll leave that back. Discard 3 cards. So what do we want to discard? I guess Ristic's kind of useless here. Awaken the Woods. I'm not really sure why that's in the deck. But we'll see. Get a Lantern. Okay. So yeah. If they kill the Atraxa, we'll just clear the field anyway. It's more annoying if they get rid of the Faber Elder, because that's our second white source that we need for this. We might be okay. We'll see. Most of their removal is probably going to be enchantment based. Verdant Rejuvenation. Does that just win us the game if we can get that off? 3, 4, 5, 6. This now taps for 4, right? Okay. All the glitters. That's a 9/9. It's pretty crazy. But if we block that, let's see what they do, because we've got Death Touch. I don't mind trading with this. That's huge. Okay. They just wanted us to get the Verdant Rejuvenation off the field, which makes sense, because if we'd play this next turn with a 7. But yeah, I want to clear the field before actually doing anything else. So we want to go X equals 5 or more. We might as well get, so if we QQ, what do we get? So how much is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, hang on a sec. Wait. That didn't tap for white? I was panicking a little bit there. There we go. So we got 8, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we can do it. Okay, that was scary. Almost misplayed there. And yeah, now we've got 7 pretty much infect on the field. And we'll go from there. Seems pretty good. Everyone's obsessed with Oracle of the Alpha. I just do not like this card. I do not like it. I don't like the idea of adding cards in your deck, because the whole notion is when you used to play 60 card, the more cards you add in the deck, the less chance you have of drawing the cards you wanted in the first place. But you're putting, when you play Oracle of the Alpha, you're putting 9 cards into your deck, which is pretty crazy, right? That is pretty crazy. Manolith also not a huge fan of, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. I think we just give Alishnorn. Swing in here. So they'll block 1, they'll take 6 infect. If they don't have enough blockers for the following turn, I think we could just potentially win. Sadly, this is a cast trigger. If this was an ETB trigger, whenever enchantment enters, then Alishnorn would actually just outright stop her, but she's already broken enough as it is. So they need to have enough blockers to stop all of these coming through. So they've got 2 blockers. Helio to punishment, so they've got 3 blockers, which means they only take 3 infect. Right, okay. Got no removal. Guess we'll go for invasion, which means we can get some lands. Nice. And I suppose we'll swing in, freak him out a bit. So we're going to lose 3 here. Man, they got very lucky with having that extra blocker. So they're down to 9. If we can proliferate somehow. Guess we'll play it since we have it in our hand. And we'll pass the turn. Okay. So the rejuvenation still works. Where X is the highest mana value among creatures you control. Okay. So where they're going to go with this Banishing Light. I feel like this is getting out of our realms of possibility here. Especially when you figure out that we were going for the infect angle and now they've got life gain. It's strange. Maybe the life gain won't matter, but we'll see. Goodness me, that's a lot of stuff. Suppose this flying blocker might come in handy. Leave up the 1 white for the mana tithe. And or the ephemerate. So a board wipe would be good, or some way to get rid of all their blockers. Breach, we're definitely going to take that. Take a land. Just continuity. Wow, we've got some mocks in here. 3 mana of any one colour. That's freaking crazy. So we might as well play the Black Lotus. And... yep, I'll wait. Because I want to use the Ephemerate on the Mana Tithe in case things get a bit hairy. Can they win on their next turn? Not 100% sure on that. So yeah, there's some solid choices in this deck. But stuff like Manalith, not a huge fan of. If my logic is, if your deck has green, probably just go for cards that put stuff into play, rather than tap for 1. So that taps for 5 mana now. Tap, add 5 mana of any combination. And a Nyx Bloom Ancient. Wow, okay. That is pretty crazy. Depending on what happens, though, we might be able to go off with a Breach. We'll see. We'll probably go for the Rejuvenation first, because that is just a bonkers card. Flowering of the White Tree. How much mana do they have open after that? I think I'm going to Mana Tithe this. Oh, wait. Enchantments can't be... is that an artifact or an enchantment? It's an enchantment. Can't be countered. Okay. That's pretty annoying. They've got a huge boost now. We're going to have to get really lucky in our turn with the Rejuvenation. We have got 7 lifelink though if they choose to attack. They're coming in anyway. They just want to transform that, okay. We actually gain life out of this, so that's a strange attack. And they have 1 white open. And they're going to target that. So let's Ephemerate. Crazy the amount of advantage we get here. This is why Atraxa is so broken, man. 1 white mana. Basically draw loads of cards again. Choose up to 5. Wow, we've got Farewell. I think we'll take the Farewell. 1, 2, 3. The Kinnan seems crazy. But 4, 5, 6. Not a huge fan of the Mind's Eye. A bit expensive. Okay, so the containment comes in. Fizzles. And we'll go to our turn here. We get to rebound. Ephemerate. I guess we'll go for Atraxa again. My god, we're kind of just milling ourselves here, aren't we? It's just freaking absurd. How many cards do we need? Right. Marwyn's Kindred. Land. Intervention is pretty sick. Halfling. And one of the Moxen. Okay. That is wild. And we get to draw a card as well. Let's go for the Rejuvenation, see what we get here. And he's all going to play. Right, so we've got quadruple mana now with the Nyx Bloom Ancient. That's kind of insane. And we just win outright. That's freaking crazy. So although that was pretty strong, I still think we can tighten the deck a bit. So let's go into the deck list and see what I can improve, I think, in my opinion. Right, okay, it's time to tighten up a deck. A deck that probably doesn't need tightening up, but I want to do it anyway because I enjoy the process. So I think the first thing I want to look at is adding 1 land. Pretty happy with what we have here, although these pain lands are literally a pain in the ass. So let's just have a quick look at those ones again. I know that the lands, you're going to say the lands are boring. I understand that. They probably are, but having the right lands makes a humongous difference. I like having 3 of each basic because we have quite a few cards that search them, so that seems to be pretty perfect to me. In a perfect scenario, we'd have these Kamigawa ones, but they're just... I'd rather have dual lands here. I think the good fit is these ones, which are the late lands, I guess. Unless you control 2 or more other lands. They're pretty good because they come untapped. So I think what we'll do is take out the... Well, firstly, I also hate pathways in 4-color decks. This is good in 2-color decks. But in 4-color decks, I'd rather have something tapped for either or. Yeah, I've never been a fan of pathways in cards, in decks with loads of colors. Weird how the white-black one wasn't there. Pathway... Underground River. I just don't like taking damage to every single turn to tap. So they're coming out. They are coming out, I'm afraid. So this is going to take a while. Brushland. Pathway. It's strange how there's only one green-white land there, but I guess some people don't have OCD like me, and they will just literally put what they have in, which makes sense. But I like things to be perfect. So we're going to put these late lands in. So there's the Deserted Beach. There's Shattered Sanctum, Shipwreck Marsh. We have Death Cap Glade. Okay, we have Overgrown Farmland. And we have Dreamroot Cascade. So that's all of those ones in. Yep, seems pretty good to me. So now we have to decide what to put in instead of the pain lands. And tap lands are a bit controversial because I know a lot of people don't like them. So we could go for those, or we could go for the check lands. So the check lands are ones that come in and check if you have a previous type. So like Woodland Cemetery checks if you've got a forest or a swamp. And we do have the shocks, which count as both types. But there's not too many of this basic. So I think the temples are actually better in this deck, to be perfectly honest. And you can't beat a good old scry. So if we just do a filter there, we'll put in all the scry lands. I think this is acceptable just because the difference between... So if you have a... Let's say you have a starting hand with one land and it's a scry land. I'd rather take that risk rather than a tap land that doesn't do anything, because you can ensure your next hit is good. So yeah, I think the land base is now absolutely perfect. Well, how many have we got? 39. So let's add a random kind of good, rare land that doesn't care about color restrictions. So we want to basically get to the gold lands here. Right, so here we go. It's just one. Just one. Nykthos would be good. Fabled Passage, maybe Lotus Field. Maybe Fabled Passage is good in here because it's 4 colours. I think that's fine. So yeah, now we're at 40. Right, we're running it. MTG Josh. Loveliness. Okay, so this deck has access to green, so anything like this, I'm just going to take out. 3 mana, we shouldn't be using any 3 mana rocks, to be honest. They just get blown up, and it's so depressing. And yes, it is cutthroat and a bit boring, but that's how we're going to be. Even the stuff like Key to the Archive is a bit risky. Definitely taking that Hedron Archive. I think we'll leave those because they tap 4 colours. Anything taps 4 colours, fine. This one's a bit odd as well. And I think Chromatic Orrery is borderline because if the 7 mana artifact gets blown up, it feels so crap. Mind's Eye, we're definitely taking that as well. Okay, so let's fill the slots. So we go land, battlefield. So a 3 mana rock that taps for 1 is the same as a 2 mana creature that taps for 1, right? But you're paying 1 more, so why bother? And creatures and artifacts probably die about the same rate anyway. So we're going to go for green because green is a specialist. Always have Lotus Code, which is so sick, so powerful. It just basically doubles your mana output. And battlefield. I need to take it off rare and mythic because, strangely enough, a lot of the commons and uncommons do the job for you. Broken Bond, absolutely great. Into the North, not in the deck. That's strange. Right, we're going to swap all these lands out for snows now. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a large edit, to be honest, but we have to do this. Otherwise, it's just... We're running a hell queue. We have to be tip-top condition. And there's not that many 2s that do what we want to do. Utopia Sprawl would be good. Settle the Wilds is good. Provision is already in the deck. I guess we could put a Stomper in, that's fine. And then I'd rather take these lands that add 2 here, because they're just going to make your deck so crazy. So that adds 2. This adds 2. And so back to 100 again. So that seems pretty good to me. Let's have a quick review. Okay. So I also find stuff like Panharmonicon a bit overkill, because you're already going to draw 7 cards each with Atraxa anyway. So do you really want to draw 14? Yeah. Not. I mean, it's fine. I'll keep it in there. Kinnan cares about creatures. How many creatures are actually in the deck? 20 with a Kinnan. I mean, Kinnan doubles your mana producers, right? That's fine. I'll take out the Awakening Woods. Not a huge fan of that. No Thoughtseize in the deck. That's bizarre. And yes, I will be very critical, but this is how I improve people's decks' thought size. Okay, I'm going to put in Thoughtseize. We're going to put in Duress. We're going to put in Inquisition of Kozilek. Remember, we're playing Hellq. I actually don't think we need Grim Tutor, because we're already searching so many cards anyway. We don't need Ornithopter either. In fact, there's so many. Destroy all enchantments. That's interesting. I think the 1-drops are fine. There's no Goose, so that's going to go in as well. Loads of 1-drops now. These are all really super powerful. There's not any removal, though. It's just pure ramp. And there's a few. Swords. There's no binding. I'm sorry, 80 strategist, if I'm completely changing your deck, but yeah, I just want to be able to do better in the top queues. Mirari's Wake, your Rock, double ETBs. There's also let's go full toxic. We have to go full toxic. Rusko's coming in. I'm gonna swap the lands out. I understand this is very this is a huge overhaul, really. And I know why the rocks are in the deck, because Paradox Engine, but that's fine. We will be fine, because I have other things to untap. So you want to go for Snowlands, Snow Basics. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about the duels. So we go up here. And you click here. That's the fastest way to add them. And I don't have the nicest artwork for Snowlands, but we have to have them in just because of the Into the North. Now, I can see why there's loads of tappy guys because of the Paradox Engine, so that makes sense. Feybar Elder. Do we have enough removal? Maybe. Is your rock a bit overkill? Considering we don't have any other ETBs, really. I think what I'd rather do is have a look at the 7-drops, Mythic and Rare. This is what wins the game, right? If we're just continually ramping out, I guess we can just go for the most evil cards. I mean, how evil? Okay, he said he wants to be really evil. Okay, fine. Extra turn spells then. Jin, extra turn, Hullbreaker Horror. And this is the crazy thing, right? This deck is so broken, we can use every single one. Omniscience, we're going to do it. We're going to be absolutely crazy. Breach is already in there. Shieldred. That's pretty good. I think there's like a subconscious lack of enchantments in the deck, so I'll avoid that for now. Nissa. And what else do we want? The whole point is we want to get the Virgin Rejuvenation out and loads of stuff. Kaya. Ultimatum. I mean, we are playing... Okay, we're already playing Hellq anyway, and Portal. There we go. Fine. There you go. Evil stuff. Look at that top end. And now we've got all the ramp to support it. And these are all ridiculous cards. We can cut down on some of the other things, which I think just kind of we don't need. I think we can cut Elish Norn. Virtue. The thing I don't get is there's so much ETB synergy, but it's only Atraxa that's going to benefit from this. I understand what you're going for, but there's not much that can actually work with it, so I'm actually going to cut them. I think it's just overkill, the ETB stuff. I think we can win without it, to be perfectly honest. But don't worry, I see where you're going with it. I completely see. Magic Ultimatum, all these big crazy things. Timeless Witness, take that out. Spark Double, Smothering Tithe. Do we need Smothering Tithe? Take out the Oracle. The reason I'm taking out Flicker of Fate, maybe, is because we've already got Essence Flux, Ephemerate, and Cloud Shift at 1. Flicker of Fate costs twice as much, and it does the same thing. 4. I'm actually going to cut the Stomper, I think. Do I want to cut the Stomper? And cut this Twilight as well. Absolutely brutal cuts here. 3 left. Maybe take out some of these. Take out Omniscience. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Discontinuity. That's triple blue. That's going to be really tough to cast. Okay. One more cut. What should we do? Yanti Scale Shield. We'll take that out because we already have Heroic Intervention. Okay, here we go. This is my revised list. It's pretty wildly different, but the intention was you wanted to be super evil. So we've got loads of interaction on a game, loads of ways to disrupt our opponents. Flicker, loads of ramp, still got Paradox Engine, still got Rusco. And look at the top end. Absolutely ridiculous, terrifying cards on the top end there. Let's go. Let's get into a game and see how we do. All right, let's go. We get to go first against Basri, which is fantastic. I've said this a lot of times before, but Basri is a really powerful commander. Doesn't look like it, but if you get his ultimate off, it's pretty much impossible to win through it. Free creatures every turn, free boost to the power of everything every turn. So yeah, we're going to have to be very cautious. They're going to have a lot of ways to kill us. Oh, okay, they're ramping. Circuitous Route, or Route if you're American. And they might even concede after see us. Yep. And that's just with ramp and lands, guys. I mean, that's how demoralizing Atraxa is to face. Alright, let's risk it. We've got no Fatal Push in this deck, but going first against Ragavan certainly helps. Especially considering we have some ramp. Study might be good. The Back to Nature. I'm not sure why this is in the deck. I mean, it's okay. Even if it gets 1 or 2 things, it's nice, but... Greening Pool... Ramp +1, so next time we can go for Provisioner plus land, which is really good. That's really, really good. And even if the Provisioner dies, we've already ramped up anyway, so... They probably have a kill spell for it. That's guaranteed almost. And it's a Broken Bond. Okay, so very lucky we didn't have any artifacts or enchantments out there. This is basically a dead card now. Unless they want to kill their own treasure to play land. I mean, there might be some cases where that's good. Yeah, Atraxa's just way too good. Played one of my friends last night and his field was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. After you kill Atraxa, it doesn't even matter. In fact, he wants it to die, so it comes back. This is the problem with Atraxa. Killing it isn't the solution. Stopping it is like permanently tapping it or turning it into like a 0-1 or something. That's probably better than actually killing it. It's a strange mentality. Because obviously in your head, you're like, oh my god, kill it because it's got lifelink and vigilance. Yeah, definitely. But it will just come back. Even worse. And mono red player here, taking their sweet time. What? They actually... What? Why did they do that for? Didn't even resolve. Didn't even resolve, so you couldn't play land anyway, because the... Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, no, wait, it would have resolved, wouldn't it? Yeah, so it would have only not resolved if he'd sacked the treasure in response. Sorry, yeah, no, yeah. Strange, so they have the kill spell, which is pretty much what we said was going to happen. Why did they kill him on treasure for? That is freaking strange. Three, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we just go for Atraxa next turn. And then if they kill the treasure, we can't, but And then what are they going to do? Going to have enough spells to kill Atraxa? Who knows? They also have to now deal with the Ristic Study giving us cards. Glorybringer. I'm actually kind of happy they did that, because it's just not that scary, especially when we have Portal to Phyrexia. But we are going to take 6. Down to 13. We just have to get lucky here and hope they don't have anything insane next turn. Okay. Let's go for it. I doubt they can deal 13 next turn to us, but I could be wrong. Okay. So, creature. Instant. Instant enchantment. Land. And siege. Sweet. And I think we're going to dump the back to nature, because I can't see any enchantments coming out here. And the oh no, actually don't go. We'll go with the Elvish Mystic here. Something we can also get back with the Portal to Phyrexia if anything goes wrong. We have to be careful because of the use. So the attack with the Glorybringer here, they're going to deal 4 to Atraxa, which means we can't block the Glorybringer. But we could also spark double Pirate's Pillage. Does that mean they have an answer? Mana Dive. Interesting. So they have something to deal 5 damage, maybe? Do we just lose here? If we can't do anything next turn, we've got no board wipes or anything. Oh, we've got Dark Ritual, though. We can Dark Ritual into Portal, can't we? Yeah, that's fine. I think we should be safe. Mirari's Wake. Mirari's Wake would be good. Yeah, we could go Dark Ritual, Mirari's Wake, actually. Just giving us more options. Jingataxius. Oh, that's actually crazy. Mirari's Wake with the Dark Ritual. Okay, so they're going to attack. 4 damage. Does that mean they have a spell that deals 1? Do they have anything? They could do. So 1 damage, they got 2 treasures. I really wish I had 1 mana up here. I guess we get to draw a card. Okay, so we lose out on the life gain here, so we should have probably just blocked, right? Come on, zone. Okay. Right, so they feel like they've got this, don't they? So, go for the land. Dark Ritual. Mirari's Wake means we only have 8, though. So I think we just play the safe route here. Okay. I still don't feel that safe, to be honest. But, we'll see. 9 and then mono red. Scary. Ragavan with dash. Oh, they're going to pay. Okay. So they're going to slowly deal 2 to us each time. It could be enough. But we're going to get creatures from the graveyard here, so we shall see. And they got a land, and they've still got 3 mana, so if we get anything with life gain, we're going to be absolutely fantastic. I should have left Atraxa in the graveyard. Damn, we didn't even do much that game. We literally just played spells, stopped a few of theirs, did not a single point of damage, and we still won. And that's why this deck has got a 200% win ratio, because you don't even have to play it to win. Pretty sick start against Sithis here. The Broken Bond is just enough to kill them as is. And I don't know if you've noticed, well, you probably notice as we go on, but my starting hands will have more lands than now, and that's seriously, I'm not even joking, just because we added an extra land, taking it to 40. It's actually crazy. I played the wrong land. Oh well, it's fine. In the next turn, we'll use Broken Bond on the Sithis, play an extra... Oh, okay, they don't want to play Sithis. Oh no, they will, because they can play another land here. Sure, that's fine. Oh, okay, Shroud instead. So instead of killing Sithis, we have to kill this now, which is kind of annoying. But otherwise, we can't actually target Sithis. Put a land in. A Kinnan. Okay. So Kinnan actually, since we put more crazy big creatures in, might actually be better. Now, Sterling Grove. What the hell? That's literally the same thing. Other enchantments have Shroud. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. Holy crap. So now we can't cast Atraxa until turn 9. This is not good. Migration path. Okay. We have ourselves some rampage here. That should be fine. And yeah, we're going to attack because we're not going to double block. They'd have to be crazy. Because we would have just killed the Sithis. So we've got 7 mana open. So next turn, if Kinnan stays alive, we can use him. Matilda. Oof. Blimey, that's big. Oh, okay. So Scry plus Kinnan's pretty awesome. There's a huge creature on top. Farewell. Wow. Okay. We actually do not want to use Kinnan. Oh, that's so crazy. They're going to be so confused. They're going to be so confused. Yeah, we don't want to use Kinnan because otherwise we're going to lose the best card in our deck, which is Farewell here. Farewell's just going to get rid of every single problem. Let's just hope they play more things. See, now we've blocked. They're probably like, what's going on? Boom, 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 boom. Everything. Go on, use Mana Tithe. So they're going to search like for an enchantment card, put it on top of their deck. Okay. Well, Overwhelming Stampede. That sucks. That sucks really bad. So now our creatures don't do anything. So we have to find an answer for the Overwhelming Splendor, sorry. Well, we can keep ramping, I suppose. Get all the lands out of our deck. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, so now we're just praying for enchantment removal. And we do have loads in the deck. So, let's just see. Oh, boy. That is proper annoying, though. Especially when they're just going to keep playing Sithis and more things. King Ataxius has no abilities. I guess we can just play him and just Essence Flux if anything goes wrong. You definitely don't want to play Atraxa yet. Are they going to swing in for 1? No. Crazy. Mirai's Wake. Yay! Loads of ramp and we can't do anything. Cancel attack. Oh no, we can attack. It's a 2-2. Fun times. Right. Please give us something good. Cryptolith, right. Oh, jeez. Okay. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon we have a chance here? Wolf Willow Haven. They're just cycling through their whole deck basically now. This is concerning because if we had Atraxa, we'd basically just win the game here. Any removal for the Overwhelming and it's just game over for them. Still don't want to attack. Great, another thing we can't use. Fantastic. Come on, boy. This is the most grinded game in the galaxy. Grind Central. Grinder.com. Temple. Come on, boy. Let's give us something good on top. Rafine's Tower. That would just pay 3 to cycle that anyway. So let's cycle it away now for free, basically. Swing with the 2-2. Okay. So what's a good thing? I guess getting a Mirex would be nice. Oof, and they're going to have... No, sorry, not a Mirex. I just saw that card and said it out loud. Getting a Binding of the Old Gods would be nice. Not a Mirex. They've got Mirex. They can make 1/1s every turn. That's kind of annoying. Intervention. That doesn't do anything either. I mean, they've not got anything either, so... They're probably going to win with this freaking Mirex, though. I'm just asking for a draw spell. That's not a creature. Or a kill spell. That's not a creature. Calyx. Okay. What are they going to go for here? They're going to look for more enchantments.
Foolish mortals have unbalanced our world.
Hallowed Haunting. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble here. We've got all the mana and all the power, but nothing to use it with. Interesting. Conjure. Oh, this is fantastic. Conjure duplicate of each of X target non-token permanents into your hand. If X is 5 or more, you may put one of them to hand. Sorry. So we can use Overwhelming Splendor on them. So we want to pay loads for this, right? We want to pay like we can't get rid of. Or if we get a Calyx, then we can get rid of the Overwhelming Splendor. So we want to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we've got loads of mana. We might as well pay loads. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we can get a copy of the land, I suppose. Does this actually help? This might actually help. Put one into the battlefield. So yeah, we'll put Splendor into the battlefield. So now they're creatures. Enchant player. Yeah, okay. And then we'll go for Calyx. So we can actually use this to get... I think this works, yeah, because it says none loyalty.
I was created for one purpose.
And we'll tie that to Mirari's Wake. Unless they... Oh, it's going to be annoying if they give it hexproof or something. Or they're now Jingataxius. Okay, so now... Right, we need to find permanent solutions now. Whoa, that was lucky to get that. Cast out. Well, we have hexproof. So we're going to use... We're going to use this here. So we get two heroic interventions. Oh, yes! Oh my god! Yes! And this is where knowledge of the game comes in handy, because Overwhelming Splendor looks terrifying, but you can still use loyalty abilities, and their own Planeswalker made us win the game. Freaking crazy. Like and subscribe. Come on. Come on. So what's my parting thought with this deck? It's just stupid. Stupidly broken, stupidly powerful, every single way, shape or form. You just ramp into whatever big spells you want, play them, and normally win the game. And as you saw, sometimes people just quit when you play something like Somberwald Sage. It's ludicrous. This taps for 3 mana, which is crazy. This taps for 3 freaking mana by itself. Definitely include in all your big creature decks if you remember to. I always forget this exists, but it's definitely there. If you do want to see the deck list, it will be in the description below. So thank you, AT Strategist, for handing me your deck list, and I'm sorry that I kind of butchered half of it. But I think you might enjoy where I took it. As I said, the ETB synergy is a bit redundant in a deck that already draws you 7 cards anyway. Anything more, you're just going to discard. I mean, 7 is the average. That's why I'm saying 7. It says look top 10, but you rarely get the full 10, especially not many Planeswalkers in the build. But yes, deck list, have a go. Tell me what you think. We didn't even get the Power Extension out. Didn't even need to win with it. That's how crazy the deck is. But if you do, well, enjoy. Until next time. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.